Hi, I am Dr. Mackenzie McNamara with the Food Enzyme Institute. I had an interesting case today in the office that I wanted to share. I had a young pregnant woman come in, and when I laid her down to adjust her, she came up and she had red on her teeth. And I said, "Oh my goodness," and I hadn't touched her head or neck. And so I said, "What's going on? Do you know that you're bleeding?" And she said, "Oh, that happens all the time. I have bleeding gums." So even just laying down is enough stimulation to her mouth for her gums to bleed. That is actually a sign clinically of protein deficiency. Protein deficiency can happen when we're not eating enough protein or if we're not digesting and absorbing that protein, so the amino acids aren't getting where they need to go within the body. So the body will give us signs that we're deficient in protein, this very important building block for health. What are some other signs that you might be deficient in protein? Bleeding gums is one. Also, increased secretions of the mouth, nose, and eyes. So watery eyes, a watery nose, someone who spits when they talk. Water gain, edema, swelling, fluid in the body where it shouldn't be, like swollen hands or swollen feet or ankles. Cold hands and feet is a sign of protein deficiency. We see that one a lot. Also, muscle cramps at night, menstrual cramps, bleeding gums, and an inability to tolerate exercise. Another really important thing is understanding why we need protein in the first place. It's something that our body can use for energy, it's something that we use for growth and repair of our cells, and it's the main macronutrient that our body uses to maintain homeostasis, or that dynamic balance within the body, so we can stay healthy, alert, and alive. Now, protein makes some very specific molecules in the body that are pretty important. See if any of these sound familiar. Things like insulin, epinephrine, thyroxine. Do you know anybody that has trouble with their stress response or blood sugar issues or thyroid issues? Protein is also an essential compound in making hemoglobin and almost all of our blood clotting factors. The photoreceptors in the eye responsible for vision, they are made from protein. And our neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin, are based on protein molecules. So the digestion and absorption of protein is so important for health. Wouldn't it be nice if there were a hands-on, quick and efficient way to know if you were protein deficient? There is. This is what we do and teach at the Food Enzyme Institute. To find a practitioner near you, check our database on our website. And if you'd like to learn more, come to one of the seminars.